So today I wanted to talk about avoidant personality disorder and depression. It's very common to become depressed when you're avoidant, completely separate from the personality disorder and not normal depression. What really sucks about that is that there's no medications that will work against it if you have depression that is caused by avoidant personality disorder. And it's kind of obvious why somebody would become depressed if they are avoidant, because you're completely socially isolated. And that's against the human condition. That's like a frog that refuses to go into water. Obviously it's going to affect you. And well, I suppose I should break it down. There's the suicidal ideation I was talking about before, which is basically like a stress release. It's a maladaptive coping technique where you say, gosh, I wish I could just get out of this, instead of, and it sort of works as a pressure valve relief. And then there's severe long-term depression. I've actually been dealing with one of those really recently. Luckily, it's not pushing me to be suicidal. It's just, it makes me want to chuck everything. Just stop trying. No point in it. Anyway, that, also known as treatment-resistant depression, common for avoidant personality disorder to get treatment-resistant because, again, medications don't work. I was shocked the first time I saw an antidepressant that actually worked. Somebody who actually needed it, who wasn't just whining. Because there's a lot of people that are like, my life isn't perfect, give me a pill and I'll pretend I'm on TV, which I know is obnoxious, and there's lots of people that are going to hate me for saying that, but it's the truth. There's a lot of people who just can't accept their normal, and so they want perfection, and they take a pill, and it does nothing because they're not actually depressed. Then there's avoidant people and other personality disorder people. See, it's not a brain chemical imbalance. So you take pills to try to adjust your brain chemistry, but it's already correct. It's not going to do anything. And then, okay, I'm sort of losing my train of thought. Oh yes, the third type of depression, which is when you make the long-term plans, which I've also got that one too. Yeah. Lots of people, they're like, God, I do X, Y, and Z, and then I get to retire and be happy. I thank God, if I can get through the list, I have no reason to keep living. Yay! Different form of ideation, but also extremely motivational. Let me tell you, when you've got yourself a list of this is what you must do before you take further steps, you knock that list out. Let me tell you. So that's about me. So I'm sort of having a triple whammy. I actually had a good blow very recently, which kind of a little bit had to do with me, but it was really 100% not. I just have to deal with the fallout. But again, it just makes me want to pack it in, which is different from being suicidal. It's just, the depression of I want to go to bed and stay there for a year and let everything fall apart and cool. So again, this is more depression than avoidance. The cure, of course, is to move out of the spot you're in, which is why I do so much stupid therapy, even though it seems like a total waste. Not really making much progress. But you have to move. You can't stay right where you are. That's when it's got you. You got to keep trying. Chances are you're never going to find something that's going to work. Chances are every time you're never going to find something that works. And then once you'll find something that works. For example, for me, it's exercise. I hate exercise. I hate going to the gym. Hate it. You do not understand how much I hate it. And yet, I go half an hour minimum every single day because it's the only thing that makes me sort of stable. If that makes any sense. I sort of, I get caught up in any little mood fluctuation and expand it in my head. But when I'm exercising, I can sort of get some perspective. So have to do it. Oh, the other thing is I started a new diet. I'm trying to be healthier. God help me. Why? With extreme suicidal ideation? I want to be healthier so that I live forever? This is messed up. Total contradiction. I completely get it. But, yes, I started a new diet and then had a blow all in the same day. It's like, oh, this is not the way to be. This video is getting so off track. Anyway, so yes, unfortunately, I think that it's almost normal to be depressed when you're avoidant. And people I know who've had avoidance for a long time, I mean, I think I've been depressed for the past 30 years. Easy. Maybe longer than that. That is some serious long-term depression. And I know somebody who says went in and got tested and was told, I don't know how you're functioning. This level of depression is so extreme. I don't know how you're still alive. You sort of get used to it when you're an avoidant. You get used to being severely depressed. But there are things you can do. Another thing that helps me is travel. Is to go away to some place where nobody knows me. Then I can't be judged because nobody's going to care about me. Even if I do something stupid, they're never going to remember it. Day trips are awesome. I do a lot of... Did you notice that I didn't say it? Because I can't say anything positive about myself? I do a lot of artistic endeavors. That doesn't mean they're good. That just means I do them. And it's the same thing. If you say take pictures, you take 100 pictures, one might come out decent. Same thing. And it's sort of like an escape pod. It's sort of like something that lets me breathe for a second outside the depression. Something that lets me forget. So, yeah, that is, I finally got to it, kind of the point of this message, which is, if you're depressed, unfortunately, medication probably won't help if you're avoidant. And traditional therapies, because you're dealing with a person, probably aren't going to help that much. So you've got to do other things. Try to find other things and give yourself a break about it when you're learning about these other things, because you never know. Maybe volunteering in an animal shelter is exactly what you need, because you're dealing with animals. You don't talk to people, but you're out and about. Maybe gardening, maybe something. So try to get some hobbies.